Boom! You got me here, Tez, and I got my fellow friend slash brother
Max Zolo.
at Afro Kings Productions.
We'll be talking about Dragon Ball Z and how it has impacted the anime world as well as our own.
So I got the honor from John. He gave me the Majin Buu saga to watch, and we're gonna tell you about some effects of Majin Buu itself. Because from what I've seen, golly, he had a huge impact on the world in a bad way, and smallly in a good way. John, what do you think?
Like, I will admit, as soon as Boo came out of the egg, you knew you could feel the tremor, you could feel the earth, you could feel how it affected. I mean, there was that one scene where he even went up to a random woman and was like, "Am I pretty?" He tried to, adapt human society. They didn't take it too well, and then later on, when he transformed into Evil Boo, because at one point he was good with society. I mean, he was in the mountains with a dog. It was only when people tried to actually attack him did he actually provoke. But after Babidi was destroyed, he was pretty much docile. Yeah. It was only until actual humans was like, let me step up and let me try to kill Majin Buu, we'll be heroes, and they kind of did not do that, and it caused him to spill out his hatred, and then the hatred literally killed the only good Buu, and he became pure evil.
Let me ask you guys a question. Would you bring a gun to a Super Saiyan fight? Hey, I'm gonna ask it for you. No! Why would you bring a gun for?
Exactly.
You gonna shoot it?
Especially trying to kill someone that really can't, that you don't want to fuck with, and you can tell, and you're all afraid you really shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, like, you wait. Majin Buu, at the time, is the strongest being on Earth. And you bring a gun, a weak gun that has no strength at all in that type of world, and you shoot at his dog, what he really cares about most.
Yeah.
And he's already got a kid mind, so you know he can't control his emotions, and you want to anger this guy?
Exactly. And on top of that, you also wind up hitting Mr. Satan because he tried to protect the dog and Boo. And it's just like he's never seen people die before.
Never.
I mean, the fact that he healed the puppy, yeah, but he's never seen someone actually die, and that emotionally broke him. And case in point, that inadvertently caused him to spew out all his anger and hate, and caused him to be turned into a chocolate bar. Then his hate got absorbed into Super Boo. So basically, it was humanity that kind of fucked the Boo over in the first place.
It's crazy that humanity, even in the same world, can still mess them up.
Exactly, stupid. And what's even sadder is later on, it literally takes all of humanity to stop Kid Buu, and Kid Buu is an even deadlier version than all the Boos because it has no consciousness, just death and destruction. Because it actually implodes the planet, and then keeps doing it over and over again. So you would think the humanity would actually learn, and it took an actual human that's not even a fighter to get people to actually give people for the spirit bomb. Because what's truly selfish is humanity in Dragon Ball Z, because in the show, after the whole ordeal happened and they're trying to go to the Kai world and stop Kid Buu once and for all, the people don't even listen to Vegeta or Goku. When they fall on Death News, it's literally Mr. Satan that actually gets the people to loan the energy.
Which is somewhat understandable because, one, no one's heard Vegeta's voice. And in that world, in the human race, they heard Mr. Satan's voice. I mean, it's crazy that Mr. Satan, key on quote-unquote Satan, is like a god there. And it took him. And the thing is, Goku, the superhero, the strongest being on Earth, the man of the hour. Guess what? Guess who saved the day? The weakest man of all of them. Satan. Mr. Satan. That is the craziest. I've never seen that coming, which I thought that was amazing, good character development, and all of that. But one question to you guys. Is Goku / Vegeta selfish? John, take over right quick.
I would say extremely. He is extremely selfish. One, because Goku saved Mr. Satan and Dende over his own kids that have actually could have helped him fight Boo even a little bit. And what's sad part about it is Vegeta is also selfish. Actually, yeah, it's more Goku selfish than Vegeta, because Vegeta at least tried to stop Boo more so than Goku afterwards, and he got redeemed himself because he blew up. Even after he was being controlled by Babidi at one point,
Yeah.
he only did that so he could fight Goku. So that's being selfish in that point of view. But the rest of the time, it is actually Goku being selfish because he's not ending the fight.
Yeah, man. I mean, golly, I give it to Vegeta because Vegeta, he's had to develop. I mean, golly, Vegeta. At first, Vegeta is probably the most selfish being on Earth. Only thing he cares about is training and getting better than Kakarot. That's all he worried about. But now, Vegeta went to the point where he was this close. One thing I got to speak on, which is a selfish thing on Vegeta, when him and his son was sitting there training, and his son wanted to get a little advice, and Vegeta just slapped him. But who cares? Let's get back to the fight between Vegeta, Goku, and Majin Buu. Vegeta was this close. Look, guys, that's really close. This close to dying, so Goku could have the ability in time to create and get the spirit bomb to destroy Majin Buu or Kid Buu, excuse me. So Kakarot, hey, he has kids. I mean, excuse me, Vegeta, he has kids, and he still put his life on the line for Goku, who is his good friend, but more so his rival. And get this though, this is one thing nobody brought up. Why didn't Vegeta grab Dende or his kids? Huh?
That's true. I mean, he had,
Wow. Sorry guys, I Goku definitely should have grabbed him because it was in his sights. But it's two of them, man.
Yeah, he could have done something.
Come on.
I mean, instead Vegeta instead yells at Goku afterwards. But he could have grabbed him if he was so passionate about it. But what also kind of and the next thing I want to talk about is the animation. Now the animation overall was great. I will admit it was very fluent, very good. The only time I kind of hated it was when they were inside. Vegeta was inside Majin Buu's stomach. The animation as well as the kind of the stomach plot line was kind of boring because it dragged on too much.
It really did.
I mean, it was just really kind of ridiculous. And speaking of that same plot point, but this was a scene before they got eaten inside. Boo turning them into candy. I mean, I know that's one of his many abilities, but again, when he turns them into candy, they're usually candy. They don't talk. So why is it that when Bushido got turned into candy, he was a bouncing jawbreaker?
Yeah, that was. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, and this is no hate towards you guys, but yeah, it was a surprise, maybe a smidge of eluding, but come on, really a jawbreaker is really over beating up the strongest Kid Buu, the strongest thing walking right now.
And this wasn't Kid Buu. This was Super Buu. This was like
Super
when
Buu,
he was
Kid
like,
Buu, you a boo fool. But yeah, Super Buu. And let's just check this out. We all forgot about this, but Buu, he ain't only just changed him, turn him into chocolate. What else he turned him into? An egg.
Yeah, exactly, an egg. Yeah, for when Chi
It's the
Chi.
same.
Yeah, no, the egg. Yeah, shit. And it was Chi Chi, and it was really sad because again in that one scene that also broke my heart because you see Goten, he's like what 6 or 7, and he watches his mom get turned into an egg and then smushed. I mean, that's just like, to me, that's probably a really dark scene, the dark implications of it. But to me, I think the next to the realliest fucked up scene is when one of the very first DBZ of DBZ Dragon Ball Z villains succeeded in blowing up the planet. The next, I mean, Frieza does it with point of a cheetah, but we don't get to see that much. But literally, this was the planet Earth, and there's no anime character I can really think of in anime history that's actually blown up planet Earth. So
Right.
Majin Buu holds that record, and that, to me, that just shows you how deadly and strong he truly and terrifying he is.
Oh yeah, man. They're just sitting there. They're sitting there. I mean, everybody that's playing this hasn't been destroyed yet. They're literally sitting there watching him destroy it with one single hand.
It was one ball. It was just one ball of energy, big as hell. Boom, and then the Earth gone. And then and what's worse is the fact that and what irritated me the most is how the fight was dragging on in hell too, and all the villains were watching it. It was like they were wanting Boo to win, and I was like, okay, so let's just say this: if Boo won and got down to hell, you guys would already be dead too, a thousand times over. Because again, Boo is not like he's Kid Boo. He doesn't have a consciousness, unlike Super Boo. He was just made for destruction, so he would kill anybody.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, the fact that they were rooting for Kid Boo was ridiculous, and I did find it hilariously funny how Babidi later on voted for Goku to kill Kid Boo.
I thought that was hilarious because Babidi thinks that Kid Boo or Super Boo or Fat Boo
Or any
betrayed
type of Boo could
He
be,
didn't betray you, dude. The only thing you did was you seen how good and how strong he was, and you took advantage of him. And the thing is, he never respected you.
Exactly. You
You're
just kind
scared
of
of him.
yeah, you just kind of used you.
How you gonna be scared of somebody you're scared of?
Yeah, and you were
somebody you're scared of.
Yeah, and you were the one that actually brought him to life anyway.
Oh, my name is Babidi. Fear me. Listen to everything I tell you. Train. You didn't teach him nothing.
Exactly.
Only thing you did is show him what world to go to next and which one you want to destroy.
Exactly.
Get out of the way, Babidi. Which I am happy that Babidi is the only person in hell that's seen that Boo needed to be destroyed. Which, let me tell you something about Boo. Boo is probably one of the most diverse characters I've seen ever. I mean, he went through he absorbed 4 people, which changed his personality 4 different times. And you seen him as a kid, lovey-dovey. You see him as a warrior. You see him as a strong person. And then you see him as completely evil. So in my head, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm just like, hey guys, just shortly, because we don't want to hold y'all too long. Is there anything they could have done better in this Boo saga? John, what do you think?
I think they really could have, if they had, if Goku was so good at battle tactics like he said he is, have all the Saiyans fight, get his sons, have them fight together, so it's like a better chance to make the Spirit Bomb instead of just using just Goku and Vegeta and Vegeta having to hold it off on his own, because that was a slaughter that happened with Kid Buu and him doing multiple shadow clones of him slaughtering Vegeta and choking him. That was heartfelt. I didn't enjoy that. That was actually really painful to see because he was about to die and Goku was trying to save up the energy, and I was like, this is why you should have grabbed your sons. Right. At least they could have helped you.
Right. Real deal.
Because you saved them from inside the pod, so why not take the pods after you save them and take them with you?
Hey, see? That's all
Hell,
good points.
It's funny because you had Boo, and even Boo couldn't do anything against Kid Boo. He got slaughtered.
Oh, it wasn't even a match, man.
Yeah, it was really sad because Kid Boo Kid Boo, you would think that the original Boo, the Fat Boo, would be stronger. No, he's actually weaker now that he has his dark side, expunged from him.
Right.
Which is really fucking sad because even the candy didn't work out.
Hey, Dende. This is reach out to you right quick, Dende. I know you're probably asleep right now or saving lives or maybe just, reviving people. Why did you revive Goten?
That is true. Why didn't they revive Goten?
Why didn't you
or even Gohan?
Why didn't you revive Gohan?
Yeah,
Kid Trunks.
Yeah, any of the.
Huh?
Yeah.
Answer me. My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. I get a little emotional. Guys, please don't pay me attention. Sometimes I get a little emotional. John's the one that keeps me calm.
Yeah, he gets a little emotional. I mean, he loves Dragon Ball Z with a passion. My partner here gets a little, emotional. But it's like he makes a valid point. I mean, they could have done the Boo Saga so much better. But overall, I would say I would give the Boo Saga a 9 out of 10 for animation wise, character wise. They do really well. And for the impact and everything, I would say it was wonderful. And I would say they do need to utilize Pan more, but we will get to that later when me and my crew here, we will review Dragon Ball GT. Now, I know it's controversial, but I hope you guys, give us, a good review on that.
Right.
But we'll be reviewing Dragon Ball GT next, the entire series. So, like and subscribe.
Also, thank you guys. I hope you guys shared this. I hope you go have conversations about it and give us feedback. Don't just watch it and be like, whatever. Talk to us. We want to talk to you guys. We won't know if you don't talk to us. So talk to us, spread it around. Let's do this. Hey, Afro Kings, we are out of here.